Hey guys, Rajiv here from Financial Hub India. Today's date is 20th November 2017 and I'm doing the Nifty analysis here. So we talked about Nifty, I guess, on 17th of November. So let me go back to where we really stopped last time, and that was a trade in a 5-minute time frames here. We traded the Nifty, this triangle breakout here on a daily time frame support level, which is in here. All right, so this is what we talked about on 16th or 17th of November around, and we've been targeting this level of resistance over here, and in between this overall range we've been talking like looking at the lower time frame key levels to trail the stop losses, as well as to add some more positions, maybe exiting your position depending on the kind of price action occurs in those key levels in hourly or 15-minute time frames. And the key levels were in here in the hourly time frames, where we can see this one having multiple order flows happening right on the level here. All right, and then we have this line coming up from the daily resistance level rally, which doesn't look like a significant one from the daily time frames, but later on after a breakdown we see the price is reacting to levels around that, so you're also counting that one. And as well as in a 15-minute time frame we have this level, which is this one, where Nifty really stopped on Friday. So this level is coming up from here, and then a breakdown, and then price again tried to push above this level, but it failed really over here. And eventually later on, if you see, this level reacted strongly for the resistance for the sellers, because we were going through a flat market structure right over here, and right after a false breakout here, price immediately pushed back up, and so far you can see the most strong buying strength we can see right over this area here with this candle, isn't it? But this buying strength also didn't sustain in front of this key level of resistance here. So there are really good amount of selling strength building up over this level here. So this level will have to be taken seriously, and eventually if you see, the price has really stopped on this level of resistance perfectly over here. So our entry was right over here using our breakout strategy we do in the advanced course, and then our ultimate target was this level of resistance here. But in between this entry and resistance, the ultimate target, we have this barrier, we have this barrier, we have this barrier, and we have this barrier too. So let me now go ahead with the analysis that what really happened afterwards. Once we enter a trade, then we always use the lower time frame key levels to trail our stop losses and add up some more positions and all. And so what we did is that once our position was entered right around here somewhere, with a stop loss of around 15 to 20 points here, let's assume it's 20 points here. So our next job was waiting for the price to reach any of these key levels and show us some kind of signals, using which we can maybe add some more positions or trail our stop loss for the existing running position. Or maybe if we see the price action signal is kind of reversing, then we can even exit our existing position. So let's see what happened later on. Now once position is entered over here, then next day we just gapped up, and on the gapped up open we directly hit the next level of resistance here. We were successfully able to go above this level of resistance, so there was no point of talking about this resistance for now. We didn't need to think about this level of resistance over here. Alright, but when the price pushed up and hit this level of resistance, and as we talked earlier, this level of resistance is really crucial because we have seen multiple order flows happening right on the level, and more above that, the cherry on the top is that I see that a very strong buying push has failed on this level of resistance, which shows the strength of the real sellers. All right. Otherwise, if the strength would not be so high, then this buying push should have continued towards upside, and also this was a daily support level. So there were a lot of buyers who were really trying to push the market towards upside, which really failed eventually over here. So the price taking resistance of this level is a quite natural thing. And once we started seeing that price really started to stop on that level, then we need to analyze the price action happening right over there, because we had a stop loss of 20 points over here around, and till the time price has hit this level, we have been making around 6 hour, around 120 points we have been making. All right, so it's a huge money basically we've been making here, which is 6 times of the profit we have been making on the amount of risk we have taken. All right, 1:6 hour. So we need to be very much careful here so that we don't lose this much amount of big profit. Or even though I'm not saying the trend is over or something like that, but so far the trend is with me. At the same time, I need to take care of my profits as well. I'll have to protect my existing profits along with riding the overall trend. All right. So the price opens up right over here. Then for me, a 5-minute time frame chart communicates in a better way in these kind of situations to analyze the same day scenarios here. So let's go to the 5-minute time frames, and in 5-minute time frames I'll just try to explain you the price action really happening over here. Look at this, price opens up right over here, and this was the day's high for the first 5 minutes candle. Then this was the day's low so far in first half an hour, and then price pushes up from here and it tries to break the day's high right after 15-20 minutes, which really failed over here. So for me, the concern was not failing the day's high. The concern was stopping on this same level. I don't want to see the price really getting rejected from this level of resistance. I don't want to see that. And when it happened for the second time, which is a double top, even though I'm not trading a double top here, but failing this resistance for second time shows me some kind of weakness over here. All right, and then the price again coming back down, and it comes back to the support level back again, the day's low, on the same day's low. All right, and it feels like, okay, for the day it will be a flat market we are going through. All right, and then after flat market conditions like this and this and this kind of thing, and it happens right after a breakout momentum or having a bigger momentum like this for this many points, generally you can see a flat market structure. That's quite natural. But again, that is tricky if you see that is happening against you somewhere. All right. So for me, till the time the price came down back to here, I was not concerned. I was looking like, okay, let's see what happens over here. So it reached over there, but the concern is what's happening afterwards. Afterwards, what it was doing really, the price was really touching the day's low for multiple times here. 1, 2, and 3. And it was looking like, okay, the low is not really breaking down. The buyers are really holding the level. The bids are really holding it, isn't it? It looks like that, since the low is not breaking down. All right. But the only concern was we should not be trading at the day's low for quite a long time. That's concerning. That's not a good sign. That means the buyers are really trying to push the market, but they're not able to follow it up, right? Trying to pushing up, fails again. Trying to pushing up, fails again. And this is happening at the bottom of the market, at the low of the market. So that is risky. Especially this is more risky when the price really tried to go above the day's high once and failed it. That's the problem, you know. So for me, I was looking like, okay, we have a day's low here, and then this was looking like, okay, we are having some false break kind of thing, but eventually this is no more a false break, and because we got multiple layers from here to here to here, you know, and at the same time, gradually we can see a flat market structure building up right at the bottom, which shows the stability of this price action momentum. You know, the price action the price action momentum is getting more and more and more stable at the bottom of the low of the day. All right, and all these are happening right after a rejection of the key level of resistance here, which is not really a good sign for the bulls. So I felt like in this time frame this is a key level of support so far now, and I'll be exiting the trade if I see the price is not holding this level of support here. All right, and eventually you can see once we broke this level, the sell-off was done here. And anyhow, this is a level for today for right now the life market zone. So so I'm not talking about 20th of November. Forget this one. Just to show the importance of this level, that today also the price really opened up and took resistance from this level of support here. So you can see the strength of this level of support in the market. All right. So my thought was I'll be exiting this trade if I see the price is not holding this support level. So my exit was around 10,300 level. Even though if I would have exited around this resistance level, then I would have made around 7 or 8 hour profit there. But yes, I had to leave that because I was taking a chance that if this becomes a flat market structure, and if I see a breakout is really happening towards upside above my level of resistance here, then I would have hold the entire trade over here. It was the exit over on this trade, and since it was a breakout trade, then in breakout trade generally I prefer to trade the market till the time the momentum remains alive. So when I trade a breakout, then I like to see the price is with the breakout momentum after a key level break here, and the price is really shooting smoothly towards upside without any kind of hesitations. But the moment I see that price is really not going ahead with the overall order flows here or the breakout momentum flows here, then I prefer to be exited from the trade. So that's where I use the 5 minutes and 15-minute time frames to catch up the momentum flows over here. So even though I'm not in this trade right now, still I'm saying I'm really looking for some more entry signals in this trade. So for me now, I'll be going to a 15-minute time frames, and I'm really looking forward to this level of support here. And I want to see the price showing me some kind of breakout signals again towards upside or towards downside. In any way, I'm ready to play it. But preferably, I would like to play towards upside. Use the higher time frames like 60-minute and daily time frames. Those are still in a good amount of uptrend. And again, this level is really important since you have this many levels of supports coming up over this level here. Even though this red line is a daily level of support. You see this? So this is a support I'm targeting to get into this trade again. And as usual, once I am in, then in that case, I would be targeting this one as my ultimate target. But in the meantime, I'll be seeing the price action again over here, and this time I'll be more serious on this level. If I get an entry chance on this support level, then this level will come in, and then this level. So that's what I'm looking for the market now. And in the meantime, if we get something to trade on a 5-minute chart on this level of resistance again, price coming back up here, and if it gives me some kind of selling signal, some kind of reversal formations, then hopefully I'll be trading that one too with a target of this level of support here. Because so far I can see we are already in a flat market structure forming up, and this level becomes a key level for now for a short-term basis. So let's see what's happening. Finally, just to have a quick summary on what I'm looking for. Firstly, I'm looking for price to come down here on this daily support level and give me something to buy here so that I can trade in line with the overall trend. And if it doesn't happen and falls below this support level and sustains below this, then I would love to go for some sell signals if it's available there with the target of this level, obviously. So this is where my eyes will be firstly. Secondly, if you see the price goes up, then coming back down to the previous level of fall here, and then again pushing up and coming back to this level of resistance, hopefully maybe looking at this momentum. If it comes back over here, then I would be looking for something to sell it over here on this level, all right, on this key level of resistance. Overall, I can feel that, okay, we are now on a flat market structure. We go up, again we are falling down back to the same level, again we are moving up to the same level. So I would love to trade a flat market structure within this. till the time this is moving on using a 5-minute time frame chart. So this is where my second eye will be for the day. And thirdly, a breakout of this level of resistance will also help me to get into a trade, because there is a key level of resistance. Alright, so let's see how it happens, and I'll update you guys once things happens here. Thank you guys for your time here.